Salaki about that, brothers. You know, hey, we had technical difficulties. We was going in on this devil. So you know how Esau was. That's what we're doing. Esau don't like this truth, man. Yeah. Anyway, where was he at, brother? Where was he at?
We were talking about empty gestures.
Yeah, bring that out.
It says empty gestures refers to an action or statement that appears to show care, concern, or effort, but is ultimately meaningless or insincere.
Yeah, and that's exactly all you get. That's what these different politicians, these different leaders, even the leaders of our own people, like these false leaders and teachers, they give you empty gestures, man. They don't give you nothing that's going to change you. I remember I read something a while back. I believe it was either Nixon or Lyndon Baines Johnson that said, hey, we want to give them a little something, but not enough to make any change, right? And that's why they gave you entrepreneurship. That's why they push that shit, entrepreneurship, so you niggas don't think about reparations, man. They created that whole entrepreneur shit is a scheme, right? Because the majority of people that try that entrepreneur shit, you're not really gonna work. You're not gonna really get nothing unless you're doing some wickedness, some fraud, some evil. But while you're doing entrepreneurship, you say in your mind, we don't need reparations. All we got to do is just work
hard
and do our own thing and work hard, and we'll get the things that we ultimately need. And that's bullshit. The whole system is set up against you. That's an empty gesture, right? Because the majority of businesses that start, they fail within the first 5 years. They don't tell you that, right? And even when you do, even if you do got a little business, you're gonna be bought out or you're gonna be marketed out of the whole system because it's only set up to benefit a few. That's why the majority of you jakes on this sign, when you do business, you got to do wicked business, because that's something you got to learn too. That's the only way you're gonna make it in the society is by doing wickedness. You're not gonna make it in here by doing righteousness, man. You can try, but it ain't gonna last too long.
Yeah, you could have a good idea for a business, whether it be food, tech, or whatever, and Esau, like you said, he'll tell you, like, look, the only way you could grow is by either doing what we say, the wickedness that we trying to spread, or you sell as your company, and that's it. You're not coming higher than what you are right now.
That happened to this guy named Famous Amos. He died out here. He was a known character out here. He came up with that Famous Amos cookies, and that whole recipe was his grandma's recipe, and he ended up getting sold out. I've been bought out by Nabisco, and he got no residuals from that deal. The little bit of money they gave him, he burnt through that quick, right? He tried to start up another brand of cookies. That shit didn't work, right? Because he couldn't use the same recipe because he already sold it to Nabisco, and they got him, right? So look what that did, and he died broke in Hawaii, right? But anyway, that guy that I was telling you about, that Barack Obama basically created a cult of personality around, was a guy named Henry Lennox. And he's an actor. He's a well-known actor. He played in The Matrix, The Five Heartbeats. He played on Red Notice, I believe. He played on a lot of shit. Harry Lennox. Harry Lennox. And in the beginning of Barack Obama's running for office and shit, he got upset because he was like, wait a minute, man, this dude took my whole stuff. He took my whole image. He took my personality, bro.
Oh, yeah.
So Barry Soetoro, aka Barack Obama, that's a cult of personality. That's not who he truly is. But that whole Barack Obama was an empty gesture for you Negroes. It even puzzled Edomites. They was like, what the fuck? Why'd you? Because they know that America was created for white men and white men only, particularly wealthy white men, and it's still that way. Right? It wasn't created for you so-called Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans to thrive. Give me Micah 2 and 10. I mean, was it Micah 2 and 10? Yeah, Micah 2 and 10. Micah 2 and 10.
Micah 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, and it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
Right, this world that we living in, especially America, this is not our rest. This place is polluted. And if you follow it, it's going to ultimately destroy you. This is not our rest. The Lord didn't send us to America so that we could be multi-billionaires and millionaire entrepreneurs and tech geniuses and all this other shit. Now, we have those skills. Some of the people of our nation have obtained some of that shit, albeit through wickedness. But the point of the matter is we weren't set up here to be that. We weren't set up here to set permanent roots. America is not the promised land, right? We were sent here to be judged. Give me Jeremiah 49:12. We weren't sent down here. We weren't sent here to thrive. We weren't sent here to have a quasi-sovereign society within this Edomite society, right? Only one king can rule at a time, right? That's why this world only benefits, truly it only benefits Edomites, particularly the Edomites that are the 1%ers that are on high, the wealthy elite, right? And then it trickles down to their people where they get these simple benefits like white supremacy, right? And preferential treatment. But for the majority part, without coming to our people, hey, this place was sent, this is a prison. It's an open air prison, right? The whole earth is at this point, because who was the earth given into the hands of? The wicked. Job 9 and 24 tell you that. Go ahead, brother.
That's right. This is Jeremiah.
Salakia. And this is the guy, Harry Lennox. Harry Lennox. This is who Barack Obama patterned his whole image after. This guy right here. And he showed Barack Obama personally how to be him. He gonna deny it now because, you know, the powers that be. But he taught Barack Obama to be him. You got it, bro.
It's Jeremiah 49:12. For thus saith Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
Right, because it wasn't meant for us to be destroyed the way we've been destroyed. But the reason why it happened because of our wickedness. But Esau, you think you're going to go unpunished? You're not going to go unpunished. You're gonna have to get what we got times 2. Right? That judgment is going to come to you, along with these other nations. But mainly starting with you. Starting with your ruling elite, your Rockefellers, your Rothschilds, your Oppenheimers, your Morgans, your Schiffs, right? All you banking elite family, and you know this is coming, right? If you didn't know this was coming, then you wouldn't be hiding where you're hiding at right now. You wouldn't be in your underground bunkers, living in comfort and lack of luxuries, waiting and playing, waiting for the collapse of the society. And you know, making the calls from behind the scenes. You wouldn't be doing that. You wouldn't be preparing for the second coming of our Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach. You wouldn't be doing that. Got it, bro.
It says, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
Yeah, you're not going to go unpunished. You're going to drink of the wrath of Yahweh about you and Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Damn, you fucked somebody's car up. Running into it. Because you can't control the fucking dog, bro. And then read it again, bro.
Fucking dumbass.
Stupid ass kids, man. Read it again.
Jeremiah 49 and verse 12. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken.
Yeah, that's right. We did drink it. It wasn't for our judgment to drink the cup. We weren't meant to be perpetual slaves. And that's what you Edomites are trying to do. And not only to us, but even to the rest of the world. It was meant for the other nations to be perpetual slaves underneath for us, while we ruling over them. It wasn't meant for the world to be perpetual slaves to the banking elite, to the banking families. You ain't blessed by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai to be his people. You ain't blessed by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai to receive immortality and righteousness. You ain't blessed by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai to receive the land of Israel along with the rest of the earth as an inheritance. You weren't do that. You weren't given that. But you act like you were. Go ahead.
And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
So are you just gonna go all together, go unpunished? Go ahead.
Thou shalt not go unpunished,
Yeah, you not gonna go unpunished.
but thou shalt surely drink of it.
So you're gonna drink of it, and you're gonna drink the dregs of it. You know, the bottom, that shit that's on the bottom, that's floating on the bottom, that don't nobody want. That's the worst of it. Well, that's what you Edomites about to get, because we drink the dregs. Right? You look at the colonization of the Americas. You look at chattel slavery. You look at captivity, at the fucking captivity, bro. What you think? You just gonna get a pass? You other nations, you think you gonna get a pass? Ammon running around here trying to act like an Edomite by proximity, thinking that they what? Y'all about to get it, man. Japheth with their slope ass heads running around here throwing fire, doing a fucking hula, thinking that it's all good. All you nations look down on us. We ain't do shit to none of you nations, bruh. But that's part of the curses. We were gonna be made a proverb and a byword wherever we was at, and whoever we was amongst. But you think that you're not gonna go through this? Well, you got another thing coming, man. Lamentations 4:21. You got another thing coming, bruh. All your empty gestures, they don't matter. Right? All your lies, all your false promises, that shit don't matter.
That's right. This is Lamentation 4 in verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz.
Yeah, who's the daughter of Edom? The so-called white man, starting with the super elite. You the Edomites the Bible speaks of, and you know it. Here it is, you fronting. You don't even care about being a Jew. You give that to the lessers, right? Let the ones that's not in the know fight over that shit. But you still call yourself a Jew. But you know you the Edomites the Bible speaks of. Especially you Rothschilds. Go ahead.
It says, the cup also shall pass through unto thee.
What cup? The cup of destruction, the cup of oppression, the cup of slavery. And y'all don't want to hear that, and it's okay. You mock us because you can't see yourself being in servitude underneath for us. But we can.
That's right.
We can see it, we can hear it, and we waiting on it. Go ahead.
It says, thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked.
All your sins and your iniquities going to be exposed, just like all ours was.
In the NLT it says, are you rejoicing in the land of Uz, O people of Edom? But you too must drink from the cup of the Lord's anger.
That's right. So when you look at chattel slavery, Jim Crow, the lynchings, you look at the colonization of the Americas and the encomienda system and the boarding schools, that was the anger of the Lord.
Right.
Like you look at the lynchings all throughout the Americas after slavery and shit was over, that was the anger of the Lord. Read it again.
And the Lord is saying, are you rejoicing in the land of Uz?
Are you rejoicing?
Edomites?
And they are. And that the modern day land of Uz is America.
That's right.
You Edomites, you rejoicing more than anybody. But now you sad. Because your savior, Trump, he giving you his ass to kiss. MAGA's divided right now. And the only ones that's really propping that nigga up is you niggas. You fucking black Trumpers, man. You black MAGA hat wearing niggas, man. But you think that laughing at your brothers that's getting tossed in alligator Alcatraz like it ain't gonna happen to you, nigga. You ain't special, nigga. That's exactly what Esau called you, a nigga. You a fucking slave, man.
Right, Jake forgot how the Southern Kingdom, they forgot how Esau, looks at you, man. He looks at you as a servant. He don't look at you as an equal. And the 2/3 of our people, like you mentioned, they happy that they taking out the northern tribes out of Babylon, man. And they even be helping Esau to do so, man. Not knowing that that's a step closer to doing it to you, man.
Yeah.
And just like it happened back in the day, man. The northern kingdom goes first, and then the southern kingdom goes as well, man.
Yeah.
Cause you all one people. You think you're just gonna, I'm gonna just do away with these guys, but I'll let these guys over here chill. Yeah. Like, no, you all one people.
I beat them enough into the ground. We gave them. No, man, it's gonna get deadly when it turned to Judah.
Yeah.
Cause you ain't got nowhere to go. Right? They ain't gonna ship. They ain't gonna waste money shipping your black ass back to fucking Uganda, Ghana, Nigeria, or Mombasa or Wakanda. They gonna smoke you right where the fuck you standing at, bruh. And they in their mind they got all the reason to do it. You got little kids doing fucking shopping, little kids
Shoplifting.
doing fucking smash and grabs at Target. Little nigga kids. And then they get on YouTube, then they get on these TikTok and they justify why they did it. Talking about they aunt got more money than any of y'all. They got this, they got that. You don't know what the fuck your aunt got. She living off the fucking government. Guess what? Them government subsidies about to stop for you niggas, man. Trump talking about putting a 2-year limit on Section 8. Here it is, you niggas got generations growing up in Section 8. Generations, nigga. Esau get on Section 8 or something like that, HUD housing, and it lasts maybe 6 months. And they into a brand new house that they own. You niggas get on Section 8, you been living on it. You niggas and you spiggers been living on Section 8 government assistance for generations, man. They about to cut that off.
Yeah, and doing wickedness, man, because it's not like they saving the money to do something good.
They ain't never saving the money. That's why these niggas doing all these lavish trips and shit. But you go right back to Section 8 at the weekend. Section 8 in debt and back to work, nigga. At the fucking weekend. Oh, I just need the nigga woman. She need a constant fucking break. She the only motherfucker on earth that just need to keep taking breaks. I need a vacation, bitch. You just came from a vacation. I need another one. You see? And like the brother said, how'd you doing that shit? It ain't like you on Section 8 and saving your money up so that you can one day purchase your own house and do that. Not saying that mortgages is something to have, but you niggas don't even do that. Right? You niggas you say, fuck it. Granny bought us something in Section 8. We just gonna take the house over after she died. And you do. And then your mom, she get the heart attack and die. Now the daughter's is doing the same damn thing. And she raising up 2 new generations of fucking miserable people, man. To be a plight on the earth. So again, when it's your time, Jeremiah 30:7, they're going to open up on Judah, man. They ain't going to stop either. Go ahead, brother.
God, this is Lamentations 4:21 in the NLT. It says,
Salakia, brother. This is that video I was alluding to where the little kids was doing a shopping grab.
oh yeah, I was about to send you that same one.
Yeah. And then they on TikTok justifying why they did it.
Oh, no. I was
Disrespectful as shit in robes. They came out of the house like this and went up and Target tearing shit up. And they locked their ass up in there.
Yo, I seen another
You
one
know,
too.
niggas said open up the door before we break this bitch. These are monsters, bro.
I seen one where they was with the mom, bro, and they were like, they was in I think it was Target as well, and then some lady was like, oh, stop stealing. And she was like, oh, girl, it's back to school. I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm like,
she pushed the kid out the thing with the shopping cart and tried to rustle the other shopping cart from the other people, man, and then left it there. And she pulled a gun out twice. She pulled a gun out twice and threatened them that she was going to shoot him twice.
Damn, Vegas fucking through, man.
Right? And then see, you don't want to blame that black queen. You never want to blame that black queen, bruh. My mama, my granny, my mama, my auntie. And they the worst people, they the worst motherfuckers in the ghetto, bruh. Right? They the ones that's bringing you niggas out of that peach you just called the pussy, man. Bringing you niggas into the world and being a blight on society, bruh. Right? That's who Margaret Singer was talking about. Even though she was a fucking Edomite demon. But that's what she was talking about. These niggas. They got that crystal ball in the black room where they can see you niggas being born, being applied on society, bruh. All so they can bring upon their harsh laws and legislation, man. See, it's a crime for you niggas to be on crack and to be selling it. But when it comes to their kids, Hunter Biden, oh, it's a health crisis. We need to get them in rehab. And the niggas still on crack. and other hard substances, crack and meth. He loves crack, man. That nigga was breaking crack down like a science, man. To you niggas, man. But yet his father was behind the legislation, the crime bill, that overly incarcerated you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And yet you still think this man loves you, or he's gonna turn a corner and he's just gonna do something for you, man. He give you niggas a fucking stimulus check and you niggas get stimulated, man. Oh man, Trump is my daddy, nigga. I'll kill you niggas with Trump, nigga. Remember that shit?
For real, bro.
You niggas are dumb. That's why the scripture said, my people are sottish. They have not known me. You niggas are dumb.
That's right.
Right? While these men get to play, they get to play. Look, these niggas these motherfuckers these are the conscious state of fucking recreation, bruh. They don't even respect us. How can a person that look like that, can barely open their fucking eyelids because they got a second one cover that motherfucker, look down at you, bruh, and talk shit in their heads? A goop. Less than 50 years ago, these niggas was in a concentration camp being rounded up by Esau. Here in Hawaii. You know what I'm saying?
And now they own a shit.
And now they own this motherfucking place, bro. You niggas don't. We've been here 400, 500 plus years. You don't own shit. But you don't even own the ghetto. You've been perpetual renters, man. You renting your oppression, bro. And you niggas love it. And that's why you Edomites gonna pay. You gonna pay worse, man. See, Jake, in this society, you niggas get Section 8. At least you get Section 8. You get an apartment. You get a whole complex to yourself, like the Carter from New Jack City. You Edomites, you gonna get a fucking hole in the ground, bruh.
Real,
a deep hole in the fucking ground, bruh. A deep hole, no windows, no pool in the back, no hope of hitting the lottery.
No elevator.
No elevator. No steps. I don't know how the fuck. I don't give a fuck how they gonna get out that motherfucker, bro.
They like rock climbing. So.
Yeah, or they gonna climb their ass about it. That's right, brother. They like rock climbing with no ropes.
That's right.
Like freehand.
That's right.
Right. That's how you gonna get up out of that camp. Get up out of that ground every fucking day. They're gonna be expert at it, bro. They're gonna be experts at climbing out that motherfucker with no hands and no feet. They're gonna use their fucking mouth and chin and torso, nigga. Well, that's gonna be bad.
It always reminds me of that scene of the Lord of the Rings where
the orcs.
Yeah, the orcs, bro. I'm like, yo, Esau's gonna be like that and worse, bro.
Worse, man. Worse than the orcs, man. You can hear them motherfuckers moving under the ground and shit, and they ain't gonna scare us.
That's right.
They're gonna be scared of what's ever in them pits, man. Because every time they get out, it's gonna be worse things than the things they left, and they gotta be there. They gotta stay there, and you can't eat nothing in there. You get caught eating any of the animals in there, it's gonna be bad for you, bro.
That's right.
It's gonna be bad for you, bro. The animals are just gonna get vicious and more vicious, man. That's what's gonna happen.
Right.
All them big ass fucking serpents over there in the Amazon and shit, they gonna be up in there eating the fuck out of all that shit.
Yeah.
Everything gonna go back to its regular size too, bro. Ain't no more minis, nothing. So spiders gonna look like fucking cats and dogs out there, motherfucker, bro. Biggest cats, bro. Biggest dogs, bro. Poisoning the fuck out of you, fucking Edomites. You gonna catch holy hell in them pits, bro.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro. Bring it up.
Lamentations 4:21. It says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee."
Yeah, because like we saying, Jake, in this society, you good. You niggas got cable, you got basketball, baseball, foosball,
alcohol.
It all rhymes. You got baseball, basketball, foosball, alcohol, weed, coke, meth. You got all this shit. You got all that shit to help you.
To help you cope.
You got all this shit to help you fucking cope. And you got false hope.
That's right.
Esau, you ain't gonna have none of that. No drugs. How can you gonna have to take that shit straight? That shit is crazy, bruh.
Sober.
And it's sober like a motherfucker, bruh. Dude, I'm telling you, bro, you gonna wish you was high up, man. You ain't gonna have no. Jake can go get a beer. You can get a beer, get a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You can watch the football game with your homies and shit. Yo, you can get drunk. You Edomites ain't gonna have none of that, bro.
Right.
None of that. You gonna have none of the creature comforts, bro. That's why it's gonna be like, you never gonna believe that this man was the once ruling over you, bro.
That's right.
That cup is coming to you, Edomites, you devils, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked.
Yeah, again, your sin's gonna be exposed. Go ahead.
In the NLT it says, you too will be stripped naked in your drunkenness.
Yeah, because you're gonna be drunk with judgment.
That's right. Back in the NLT, verse 22, in the KJV, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Yeah, so we ain't gonna go no more punishment. So don't ask the question, well, y'all gonna put us in slavery, what's gonna stop us from putting you back in slavery? Nigga, we gonna be gods.
That's right.
Gods with a G-O-D. Right?
That's right.
We gonna be gods. The Israelite man is gonna be a god on the earth, bruh. And we gonna exercise our godship over your ass. That's what's gonna stop you from ever thinking that you're gonna be able to take us over. So don't listen to Bishop Nate telling you that Gog and Magog gonna raise up in the kingdom and with some weapons and defend against his oppression. Not gonna happen. It's just like in this society. Jake got all the axes and guns. You can't mount up no force to fight Esau. You ain't got enough guns, man. You ain't got enough bullets to fight against Esau and in this society, bruh. And he thinks he's a god. He got all kinds of shit that can smoke you, bruh. In a matter of seconds, bruh. So it ain't nothing you can, just like we can't fight against this man physically, he ain't gonna be able to fight against us physically or spiritually.
That's right.
You gonna be weak. Keep reading.
It says the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
So we're not gonna be punished no more after this shit. Go ahead.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
This is our last captivity, and that's why it's all the reason that it's the worst. It's the hardest one. It's like boss level, right? When you play them video games, you get the boss mode. You got to fight the boss.
Yep.
We have boss mode right now at levels of captivity right now.
That's right.
Until our Savior Yahawashi comes and delivers us, like they always do in the game. That one Savior, he comes in
at the worst moment.
At the toughest moment.
Yeah, the toughest moment, not the worst moment, because it's the best moment for us. Lord, wouldn't we be part of the elect?
Yep.
But it's gonna be the toughest moment, man, when the most hell is coming.
Yep.
It says, he will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom, he will discover thy sins.
And when the Lord visits you, he gonna visit you in his wrath. When he speak to you, he gonna speak to you in his wrath. There's a scripture that says, the Most High scourges enemies 1,000 times more. It's in the Apocrypha. If any of you brothers online listening, can you get that precept and post it? The brother Kahai is gonna bring it out, but one of you brothers can post it, man. Help us out, bro. I know this ain't a lot of more people on, because once the first video got cut off, the viewership went down. You know, Jake went on to something else. Probably went to go watch some booty or something. I don't know.
It's Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 22. Therefore, whereas thou dost chasten us, thou scourges our enemies 1,000 times more.
Yeah, because the Lord chastened us little by little. Right? It took time for us to get to the point of chattel slavery, bro. That shit didn't happen. Even that was little by little. Because it only lasted, 200-300 years on this side. Right? And then the Lord got rid of, I believe it was like 350. You know what I'm saying? Then Yahweh Shai let it up on us, man. But see, when he chasts us little by little, he gonna scourge you 1,000 times more. Go ahead, bro. So it's crazy. These nations walk around, they happy and they rejoicing. That's good. We ain't tripping on that. I ain't jealous about that. They should be happy. They should be enjoying life. This is their world. But the world,
it is their world.
That's right. He's right. You see? You see? That's a spirit, bro. I didn't make that.
That's right.
But the world to come, he cut me off. But the world to come is not.
That's right.
All you're gonna see cries, man. Cries and tears, man.
That's right,
tears
man.
and more tears, man. Go ahead.
It says,
ain't gonna be no weed. Ain't gonna be no pork. Ain't gonna be no, what they call it, Loney chicken, whatever the fuck these niggas eat over here. It's like, let me hit your hand, bro.
Kailua pork?
Yeah, Kailua pork, Kailua pig.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be none of that in our kingdom, bro.
That's right.
Ain't gonna be none of that. Ain't gonna be no fucking hula. Ain't gonna be no none of your language. Ain't gonna be no motherfucking haka. All that shit where you be like this, popping your eyes out, folding your lips together and shit, clapping your hands and shaking your head, trying to look tough, nigga. Nigga, go ahead and try it, bro. One time. You get one time to try it, bro. And it's gonna be a wrap for you, bro. Them eyes that you got popping out your head could really be out your fucking head. You're gonna really be eating your lips, man. Ain't gonna be no tattoos. Ain't gonna be no petas, whatever the fuck y'all call that shit. Ain't gonna be no shark knife, a knife with shark teeth on it and shit. Ain't gonna be none of that. If it is, y'all gonna be using it against each other for our entertainment.
That's right.
Ain't gonna be no basketball for y'all, no football for y'all. Ain't gonna be no team sports where you get to go into stadiums, packed stadiums at the thousands and be worshiped. None of that shit. All that's gonna be over for you, bruh. The world to come is the world of the Israelites, and that's what you're afraid of, man. And you should be afraid. Be very afraid. But your fear is only gonna be realized even more when we get on your ass, man. When we get loose, when these chains, because that's all we in. We angels in chains, baby.
Yep.
When we get loose of these chains, bruh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, bro. We gonna get exercise, bro. I don't even see Jake going to sleep. I don't see no sleep. What I ain't sleep
couple
for?
100 years.
Yeah, come on, bro. I ain't slept in 200 years, bro. I've been up. I don't get tired, nigga. We don't get tired, nigga. They're like, oh man, you been doing this for how long? We don't get tired, nigga.
That's right.
This exercise, man. Go ahead, bro.
Wisdom of Solomon 12:22. Therefore, whereas thou dost chasten us, thou scourges our enemies 1,000 times more, to the intent that when we judge, we should carefully think of that goodness, and when we ourselves are judged, we should look for mercy.
And that's right. That's why when we going through what we going through, we look for mercy from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Because we know how he really could be. We know how he really, if he really wanted to judge us fully, he would do that. But because of his mercy, he doesn't.
That's right.
So when we ourselves are judged, we look for mercy. But you nations, y'all don't look for no mercy. Especially the Edomites. You ain't getting no mercy. Zero.
That's right.
Zero. Don't even cry for it. Don't even cry. If you cry, nigga, more. The pain's gonna get, and they into that shit anyway. You into that BDSM, you wanna get pissed on and shitted on, you wanna get beat, you into that kind of, you ain't really, but they ain't really into it. Because when they really, if you turn it up, they're gonna cry, they're gonna scream.
Where they see blood.
Yeah, they gonna some of them like blood, them niggas is nasty.
Oh yeah, kind of for real.
Right, but you ain't gonna be, all that shit ain't gonna help you. Eating shit, drinking blood and piss ain't gonna get you no fucking brownie points with Satan.
That's right.
It ain't gonna open up no fucking portal for your ass to rule and to get some extras. No extras, man. No extras.
The Lamentations 4:22 in the NLT, it says, "O beautiful Jerusalem, your punishment will end.
Your punishment will end.
You will soon return from exile."
We're gonna return from exile and go home. We're going back to Israel, bro. That land is gonna be cleansed with fire, nuclear fire, but it's gonna be subsided, and we're gonna go home. We're going back home. And you nations, you're gonna build it for us. Go ahead, bro.
It says, "But Edom, your punishment is just beginning. Soon your many sins will be exposed."
Your punishment is just because when Yahweh Shai comes, that's just the beginning of it.
That's right.
And it ain't gonna end until the Lord say end, which is over 1,000 years, man.
That's right, man. And when the Lord comes back, you know, all your sins are gonna be revealed, man.
Everything, man. It's shit that his man has done that if we knew, we would really lose our fucking mind, bro.
For real.
And that's hey, the Wadi Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. But in the kingdom, we ain't gonna lose our mind. We're gonna know everything. Every Edomite we see, we gonna know exactly what the fuck you did. That includes every heathen, but for you Edomites, it's gonna be for every one of you, bro. Start with your top tier, you people, bro.
That's right.
All the shit you did to our people, man. You ain't got enough room on earth to write it in a book with so much blood on your hands. Give me Ezekiel 36 and 5. And the KJV and the NLT. I mean 35 and 5. Ezekiel 35 and 5. And the KJV and the NLT.
Ezekiel 35 and verse 5, it says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the sons of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
Yeah, you had a perpetual hatred for our people. And you can tell, you can see it. That hatred is so evident, even more so today. Right? And you never hated blood. You didn't think twice about shedding the blood of the children of Israel. You did it without any recourse. You did it with impunity. Right? You did it with all the jealousy in your heart and the hatred in your heart. You did that. Us just existing for you was a problem. You grab Jacob and just hang Jake for anything. Kill Jake for shit that you just made up, crimes you just made up.
That's right.
You're gonna pay for that shit, bro. You're gonna pay for that, bro. You devils, you have no idea the pain and the hell and the destruction that's coming to you, bro. It's about to get dark on the earth, bro, for you.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. In the NOT it says, as surely as I live, saith the sovereign Lord, since you shall know the states for blood, I will give you a bloodbath of your own. Your turn has come. And we're entering into that point where, you know, the Lord's gonna take down Esau's kingdom, man. Well, he's already taking it down through the spirit of his mouth, but it's gonna come to a physical end, and that's when your punishment is gonna begin.
That's right.
I have another precept in the book of James 2:13. It says, for he shall have judgment without mercy that hath showed no mercy, and
right.
mercy rejoices against judgment. So just like you wouldn't have mercy upon our people, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to show you no mercy, man.
And he gonna use us to do it.
That's right.
Just like he used you to exact his judgment on us. He used you as the whipping stick. King David said, hide me from the sword, hide me from the wicked, which is thy sword. You've been a sword for the Lord, bruh. For our punishment, not only you, and these other nations too. Ishmael, Moab, Ammon, Amalek, Edom. Y'all been nothing but whipping sticks against us, for us, man. And now it's time for us to be turned into the what? The battle axe and weapons of war. With thee shall I break the pieces, the kingdoms. The rider in his horse. With thee, us.
Right.
And that's what you scared of. It ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun.
That's right.
You got it, bro. We're gonna wrap up at 7 o'clock.
So, well, actually, I got it. Ezekiel chapter 25 and verse 25 and verse 12. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword.
Yeah, you people gonna fall by the sword. Go ahead.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
So what we just say, the Lord's gonna make us that punishing tool. Right? He gonna make us that punishing tool. He perfected us. He perfected us in the fire. And when we come out of that motherfucker, bro, it's gonna be game time. Ball game for you, man.
Open season.
Open season, bro. That's right. And it's never gonna end until it's time for it to end.
That's right.
And you're gonna feel every bit of the pain. It's only gonna get worse every day. Don't look for an opportunity when it's gonna subside. Only time you ain't gonna be getting your ass kicked if it ain't the Sabbath, or if it's the Sabbath. If it ain't the Sabbath, your ass is grass, or a high holy day, which requires us not to do anything. That's it. That's all you gonna get. And when the Sabbath comes, you gonna worship that day. You gonna worship that day like Jake, like you know how Jake looked for Friday and Saturday. That's how you Edomites gonna look for the kingdom. I mean for the Sabbath, but even on a higher level. Because there's the one day of the week that you don't get your ass fucked up. It's the one day of the week that you ain't gotta work. It's the one day of the week that you can try to recuperate from all the hell that you caught.
It says, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai.
So you think Jake is angry now because they raised their voice, because they all animated and shit with their body language and shit? You think Jake is angry like that? You haven't seen anger. We're going to have the anger of the Lord on us. So it ain't going to be no room for benevolence. Ain't going to be no room for a heart for you, your Edomite kids. And ain't going to be no, we don't give a fuck. Just like you don't care about us. No room for mercy. Not for you. It's gonna be full throttle, man. You're gonna wish that you never existed until you don't exist. That was it on that. And this is the book of Amos 1:11. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment. Therefore, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
And Esau, until this day, man, you keep wrath against the Israelites, man, and you show it by your kingdom, man. Esau created laws that are disadvantaged. That put Jake at a disadvantage.
At a great disadvantage, man.
A huge disadvantage. And keep us oppressed, man.
Always.
We always say these other nations, even though they're in captivity as well, but not in the level that Jake is in captivity, man.
No, and they haven't experienced captivity on the level that we experienced it. They think they're free. They're doing so good in their captivity, they're not even thinking twice of that. Again, you got the so-called Chinese and Japanese and Koreans, Moab and Ammon. They get benefits by proximity to you. If they act as closely to a white person as they can, they're good. They're happy. They get to have their own culture within their culture. They love Edomite culture, right? They get to treat Jake like shit. They get to disrespect Jake. They get to be racist and prejudiced against us because they get that benefit of proximity. He even taught the West Africans that had the same situation as Jake. Right? They so fucking West African now, they think that they separate from us. Not realizing that, nigga, we came from slavery. We came from over there, nigga, to come over here, nigga. And y'all ain't do shit about it. You ain't build not one boat. You ain't formed not one fucking army to come help a nigga out. So, hey man, fuck you niggas, man.
Right, man.
Fuck you. That's why you niggas is over there in that third world continent called Africa, nigga. And I don't give a fuck how much you church it up, how you try to spruce it up. I don't give a fuck what's pretty, what's nice over there, nigga. It's still ham land. Look, she's scared of the birds, bruh. Fucking Duke scared of the birds, bruh. But you'll eat a dog. You see the backwards of that? You see the backwards? The animals hate them niggas, man.
For real.
Hey, Rakatah Yahweh
Bashem. It started with one, and then all of them came.
They all came here about to jump that bitch, man. She got scared, man. She didn't even think twice to pull her out the racket and swing it at him. She got scared. She tried to move the other way.
Imagine in the kingdom, bro, when we have control of the animals, everything. Oh, the heathens are doomed, man.
They gonna smoke them, bro.
That's right.
Them animals gonna smoke these fucking gooks, man. These heathens, bro. If you get caught without, man, it's a wrap for you, bro.
That's right.
Anyway, it says, but I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the places of Basra, which is the nuclear fire, which is judgment. Hey, so with that, we're going to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Kakadash, Dewan to the apostles, Shalom to the elect.
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.